campers, George again. I just wanted to cover one of my emergency packs. I have three. One is a small little, almost an everyday carry bag, tiny little pouch that is inside my truck at all times. I drive a lot, I'm on the road a lot, so in my pickup I make sure it's with me, and that's this one here. On my website I posted a quick post about it, just showing what was in it, and it's a very small little pouch. It's actually a Marley pouch. You can clips onto my bigger emergency bag. What I wanted to talk about this time is this pack I have here. It's actually, although it is designed to go onto your back as well, I use it more as a over-the-shoulder, I want to say, satchel. This is how I would carry it. It's comfortable for me this way, and I can get along pretty well with it for a day hike, that sort of thing. The other thing is, if I'm going on a day fishing trip or something in my kayak, this will fit inside my kayak. It'll slide into the access holes underneath. Keeps it dry if I tip over or anything like that. So it's something I have with me all the time. It is a military style. I forget which it is, either Israeli or Czechoslovakian, I can't remember. I got it on online, and the price was right, and it was just big enough for what I knew. I knew it would fit into my access holes in my kayak, which is one of the reasons I got it. My other emergency pack that I have is really too big to fit inside my kayak. I'll end up having to put it in my crate, my milk crate on the back of my kayak, and I'm not satisfied with that. I'm still working on that. I want something that will fit in and carry more, because typically when I go camping in my kayak, it's more than just a one-day casual hike. This is an oops bag if I have to land up staying overnight in the bush because I hiked somewhere and something went wrong. That's basically what it is. And it is the satchel. Underneath it does have straps, and this little pack here is actually a rain fly. And I have it on the bottom for just in case, to give me some shelter. It does have the over-the-shoulder straps. If you notice, I do have two on here, and it's designed so that this little loop at the back here, the straps can go on there, and you can actually wear it on your back as a little backpack. It's not exactly comfortable, but it is convenient to have it that way as well. So it does have that option. It does have an over-the-flap front, which keeps everything in there. And in here I have a couple of things that I would take with me. One thing it does have is, if you look at it here, this here sitting on top here is actually attached to the bag, and it flops over. Inside I have my water bottle and a steel cup. They're both stainless steel, and they stay in here. I can cook with them, can keep water in them, that sort of thing. Can use it to purify water by heating it, boiling it, that sort of thing. Inside the pack, it's just an open pouch. There's no little, actually there is one little slot in there that I use, but inside I have some 550 cord. I have a spare hat, it's actually a cap, and then I have a first aid kit, pre-made, bought like that. Has a bunch of stuff in, and I did add a couple of extras into it. And I have an extra bag as well. This actually has some purification pills in it, has some Bayer, I have some scope, spare AAA batteries, and I'll cover that. And it has a plastic Ziploc bag in it, and some medical tape, which I just added to the bag to go with the first aid, this 1.0 first aid kit that I have. Another thing I have in here is a Gerber survival pack. And in here is a couple of little things, typical survival stuff, fire maker, a little flip open knife, and a couple of other things that you'd need in a survival situation. Inside, I did say it had a little pouch. It has a very small pouch, and I have this. I wear glasses, and if I have an accident and oops or something with the glasses I have, it has a spare pairing here. It's actually my old glasses, the same prescription. I just needed, you know, they're a little scratched and worn and beat up, but I keep them in here as an extra. The other thing in the pouch is I have a little wool cap, couple of carabiners, and I have 2 plastic trash bags, and I have a little emergency blanket. It's a really tiny little thing that works just fine for me here. In the front pouch of it, on this thing, it's just velcroed over. The big flap covers it all. In there I have my bandana, cotton. I have a notepad and a pen. I have a compass, pretty good one actually. I have a Gerber Ferricium rod striker, and it has a striker in it. Works pretty well. Gives pretty good spark on it. Careful you don't set the place on fire. You know, after my knife accident, I'm paranoid about whatever I'm doing. But anyway, if you haven't seen that, you can have a good laugh on that one. So I have the Gerber fire starter. I have this little item here, which is a almost want to call it, we call it a pen light, but it is a pen light slash lantern. You can slide this open. If you've seen my other videos, I've talked about this as well. Have one of these, and it takes the AAA batteries. That's why I have the spares. And then I have a belt knife. This is my original belt knife. It's actually a Browning. It's a really nice belt knife. For me, I found it to be a little bit too small. I decided to get a bigger one, the one that cut me last time. In fact, this one here, which I was going to talk about. And I have some more 550 cord, and I have a couple of straps and a headlamp, and that's it. That's what's in this pack. Now, you know, people say, well, is that enough? For an overnighter, I think it's more than enough. I do always have on me my little buck in my pocket, so that's another knife, and then this is my belt knife. If I'm going on a walk or fishing for the day, this is going to be on my belt, so I think I have that covered. That's my day pack, is what I call it. It would come with me when I'm planning on a day trip, one of my little walkabouts that I go and find a place to go walkabout in, a little nature walk type thing, and look around. This is what I would take with me. It has everything I need. It's got enough water for the day. If I do need more water for whatever reason, I do have purification tablets, and I can boil water as well. And of course, once you boil the water, I just filter it through here into my can. So there you go. A very quick look at my one of the packs I have. I have 3. Like I said, I have this one, which stays in my truck, is with me all day during the week, and I have this one, which is my day pack. The next one I'll cover will be my, a lot of people call it a bug-out bag. I live in California. It's a pack that I have in case something happens, like an earthquake, floods like we're having right now, and I have to evacuate. I can just grab that bag. This is in my truck. This will attach to it, and a couple of other little things, important items that I need to have with me that I don't want to leave behind. And I'm on the road, and that'll tide me over no problem with what I have there and my truck bag. So there you go, my little emergency bag. I know we cover this on my website, what you need in a pack and everything you need in the pack, and I feel this is pretty close. It basically has everything I need. So there you go. Any comments are welcome. Put them in the comments below, and I'll add a list down there of what exactly I have in there. Thanks for watching. Don't forget, like, subscribe, and share with your buddies. And I know I will see you again. Just saying. Bye.